Fala aí, rapaziada. Coroa Gamer aqui. Então vamos mais uma missão principal de Starfield. Agora a missão... Opa, procure evidências? O que eu achei aqui? Procure evidências aqui. Eu achei evidência de alguma coisa? Não achei evidência nenhuma. Não, é Concórdia. Fale com o Pontífice Aquilus. Então, vamos lá. Ah, é aqui mesmo, é no próprio lugar aqui mesmo. Então, é a pé.
Constellation has suffered losses before.
Pô, agora que eu vi que eu tô com um bounty na minha cabeça ali, ó. Olhando aqui, ó, no mapa estelar aqui, ó. Cadê? Ali, ó, recompensa 500 créditos pra minha cabeça ali. Não tinha visto isso ainda não. Bom, vamos lá. Acabou o oxigênio.
The ancient teachers of this science, said he, promised impossibilities and
Tem alguém pra gente falar aí já? É o cara mesmo já.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
Deixar o
Keeper,
Mateo.
We were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
Tem coisa aí. Cadê os malucos? Ah, estão ali já.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
We've lost people, Keeper.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And these Starborn, I take it they're different from the people of the settled systems? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path of discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim? Yes, something must be there. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest Varun worshippers are more enigmatic. But there is a lone... I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Ok. Vamos nessa.
House Varun. Really don't know much about them. I think that's how they like it.
Um lugar ali, onde é que é ali? Não sei. Vamos aqui primeiro. Acho que aqui é pegar o metrô. É, parece que sim. Esse meu boneco é o cansado, mano. Nath para o aeroporto.
Nats can, when the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Vai,
Any
fala.
day you make it through is a victory in my book. Sorry, I plain forgot what I wanted to talk with you. That girl. If Cora leaves her tools out one more time. I mean, I love her more than life itself, but I can only say the same... That's Cora to... I mean, this is between me and you. I don't know if I mentioned, but I served a spell in the Freestar Rangers. Had a partner. Lillian Hartz. Well, we were... Understatement of the century. Yeah, when Cora was born, I was... For the first few months, I kept thinking, what a colossal mistake. But one late night, early morning, whatever, little Cora gave... Yeah, sure don't feel like it. And it's something you said to me. About parents wanting children to learn from their mistake. Now that Cora's getting older, that's... I try to be better for Cora, but... Well, ain't that a drop of sun. I know it seems crazy, towing her across the stars, but I'm not. Her mother... Like I said, and what, have her raised by Jacob, my dad? I'd sooner ship... You think? Well, she did. And if she just learned to pick up after herself, she just might live until she's 13.
Ok. Puta, era pra ter ido pro... Bom, podia ter pego esse elevador em outro lugar, mas tudo bem.
Hey, no funny stuff with that.
You look like you need something, yeah?
Quem é esse cabra aí?
There's a lot of work that needs to be done in the well. A lot of people in need. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing... Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
It's actually
Ó, esse é um bug, ó.
as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the... A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't be of more help, but that's about all I've got.
Esse cara aí serviu pra bolhufas. Peraí, vou dar uma olhada aqui. É aqui mesmo. Fale com a prisioneira da Barum.
It's always a great day here.
Vamos lá, fala com quem? Lá atrás.
What?
Uma salvadinha. E aí?
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more. No.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows that is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it... Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill...
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Pô, esse maluco toda hora quer falar, mano.
There needs to be
Ok.
a bigger word than thanks. And whatever that word is, I'd be dead. Flat. No. No. Do not blink. I gotta ask. Why me? And if it's wrong to ask, so Sarah Morgan was our leader. I just. For my girl's sake, how are you holding up? That hunter bastard's gotta pay. I don't care if he's starborn and indestructible, we need to figure out a way. Nobody messes with my family. Just bring me along when you do. I just want you to know, I'm here. The only way we're gonna get through this is if we all...
Ok, amigo.
Is there
Beleza.
a
Opa,
type
não é
of
pra cá,
weapon
pra cá.
Combatech won't make?
Negócio. Já que morreu a Sarah, agora quero pegar a Andreja. Mas vamos ver isso mais pra frente. Bom, agora temos que voltar lá pro outro negócio. Ver se eu consigo andar por aqui. Fale com... Ué, quem é o... Cadê o motherfucker que eu tenho que falar? Sargento. Cadê o cara? Vai pegar o trenzinho de novo. Acho que pra mim vai pegar o trenzinho pra ir pro mesmo lugar que eu iria, mas tudo bem. Ah não, foi pra outro lugar. E dá-lhe de andar. É um lugar mesmo. Não sei porque que não apareceu no mapa pra gente vir direto, mas... Cara, não sei o que esse maluco vai me falar, porque eu não entendi nada daquele blá 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 ali.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system.
Ainda bem que o
What
cara é
else did you
inteligente.
learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name. Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in a system. But infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum. At 4 and 120. That's where you... And from there, maybe you'll... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what... Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also... It is one of the great contradictions of belief. We feel the presence of something out there, but we... So you think this word unity describes that divine unknowableness that the pilgrim searched?
This guy's really hard to follow. Can we just get a straight answer?
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Ok, bom, descobrimos o planeta para onde a gente tem que ir. Vamos embora. Dobra para lá. Indo 2. Tá aqui. Aproveitar já que tá aqui, dar uma escaneadinha. Azul é cobre, né? Não, argônio. Descanso do peregrino. Vamos lá. Cara, pior que eu nem sei quem é que tá aqui comigo. Acho que é o Sam Cole. Eu nem queria esse maluco não, mas enfim. Vai ser ele mesmo. Cadê? Nave. Tripulação. Cara. Ah, puxa vida. André já ficou lá na guarida. Hein? Ah, dá pra botar aqui assim? Então beleza. Ok. Será que ela vai milagrosamente brotar aqui? Vamos ver. Bom, vou dar a do... Ah, tá ali já, ó. Ou é a... Ah, não, essa é a...
You need me somewhere?
Essa é a Major. Dá uma dormida. Acho que eu vou levar essa Major. Não, cadê o Sancole? Ah, tá aí, ó. A garotinha.
Hey! How are you?
Major.
We will find some other settlers.
Bom, não consegui pegar a Andreja, então vim com essa louca aqui mesmo, a Major aí. Opa, urânio. No caminho, eu sempre vou pegando as paradinhas aqui, vou escaneando. E lá tem um bicho mais sinistro lá. O urânio aqui no solo. Sapodudo, sei lá das quantas. Pera aí, vamos já meter pava nesse bicho.
Something's moving out there. Ready for a fight? That was even easier than I expected.
Matar já dá o que você precisa para escanear, tá, gente? Então, só para saber aí. Crédito. Kit de lesão. Minhocas temperadas, não. Parece que alguém já passou por aqui antes.
There must be something useful around here.
Créditos. Texto do peregrino aí. Opa, outro texto do peregrino. Texto do Peregrino 2. Não tô lendo não, tá? Mas enfim. Para não ficar muito xarope aqui para vocês. E falta um, né? Aqui, ó. Texto do Peregrino 1. Ok. Mais alguma coisa, será? Analgésico. Perguntas são o que é a Concórdia, as pessoas mais levam à loucura, eu mesmo. Isso aí. Então tá bom. Então essas são as respostas. Tá ali, vamos só primeiro dar uma suco de laranja. Coletor, bababá. Créditos. Vamos lá ler a última coisa. Bom, mandou ir para outro planeta. Então, para lá que nós vamos. Vamos dobrar para lá.
I found something.
Hey, you might want this.
Ruínas antigas.
Sight is clear. Descent started.
Agora eu acho que a André já vai estar aí, tá? Acho. Porque o Barrett está falando aí. Mas eu ouvi a voz dele. Vamos ver. Aí, ó. O Barrett está aí. O Barrett está aí, a André já deve estar aí também. Yeah. Opa.
I don't know about you,
Aí ela.
but I felt I could do a lot
In the
with
end,
this
you chose the
constellation.
UC over the Crimson Fleet. Do you believe that?
I can respect that. I am no supporter of the United Colonies, but I also could not... Did getting that close to Delgado and the fleet make it difficult at all? It can be... Well then, it would be foolish to think, though, that we have seen the last of the Crimson Fleet. We may have it. I suppose we will have little... For now, you should enjoy your hard-earned victory.
Volta aqui, filhinho. Volta aqui.
What did you need?
Vamos juntinho.
I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion.
All right, I'll wait for your next order.
Ok, então vambora. Andreja agora é minha companheira. Vamos lá.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves.
Só tomar umas drogas aqui, pessoal, rapidinho. Uou! Galera grande aí. Linguão pastador. Ó, beleza. Mas não é pra isso que a gente veio aqui, então vambora. Outros ali. $400 metros, hein? Planeta aqui tem bastante gravidade, eu não consigo saltar, então tem que correr mesmo. Alumínio, chumbo, legal. Ih, tem que passar. Ih, tem um mar aí, mano. Vamos salvar aqui. E aí, puma? Será? Deve ser, né? Nunca rolou comigo aí de... Vambora! Ih, não dá pra saltar não, mano. Tem que andar por cima dessa água aí, você vai eu. E a água meio contaminada aí. O traje tá se ferrando aqui. Meu traje é muito ruim para danos ambientais. Ih, já me ferrou ali já, alguma coisa ali, ficou amarelo já. Ux. Ó. Vamos ver o que me ferrou tudo aqui. É, proteção regenerativa, sei lá o que. Não vai precisar tomar nada não. Não, tá tudo bem. E a Andreja? Conseguiu vir ou não? Opa! O André já não tá vindo aí, mas deve aparecer daqui a pouco. Penso eu. Uop. Essa arma aqui ela é muito boa, cara, mas ela tem pouca bala. vida meio ferrada mesmo. Mas vou tentar terminar de matar esses bichos aqui. Beleza. E tem mais um lá. Esse é nível 45. Ok. Cara, eu vou dar um hard save aqui. Gente, com certeza são aquelas estrelas ali. My gosh, can't be that difficult. Ah, sim, agora sim. Era isso, eu não sei porque que eu... Aqui é isso, né? Tá vendo? Vamos ver aqui. Vá até a última estrela da constelação de Escorpião. Ah, tem que fazer outra dobra aí.
It's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us.
Rapaz, e agora?
I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Good. See?
Bom que, ao contrário do mundo que nem os cabos USB são padrão, aqui no espaço todo mundo usa o mesmo acoplador, né? Que bom.
Hello again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success
meio robô.
is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. Yes. Let's talk about what...
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you? I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people, you've witnessed the power granted by the temples. The anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should...
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your lodge because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done. Countless...
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp? You mean yet? Go through the Unity 1,000 times and you'll gain a better perspective. I have hopes for you. Higher hopes than the other members of Constellation.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of ours. Bingo!
I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Caraca, e agora, hein? Salvar o jogo. Cara, é bom. Esse caçador é um motherfucker. Matou a Sarinha, então...
I'll tell you everything I can. I'm sure you have more questions. Ask. It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you. Offer you the chance to become... You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were, maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing? Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays. It's hard. But each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me.
Caraca, coisa complexa, hein?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there...
Ok. Conversa com esse maluco aí.
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that. I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all... I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is accessed. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easy... to see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how... Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary... Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never... I took it as a sign. They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is you. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll.
Ok. Vamos com esse jogo aí e vamos embora.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here. Yes, I will say. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming. I hope you will. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining art. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But...
Conquista desbloqueada, seguindo os passos. Desacoplar.
Ship's clear. It's just us among the stars again, Captain.
Bom, galera, o objetivo do vídeo era esse. Não ficou tão curto quanto eu gostaria, a missão era meio longa. Mas já vou pedindo aquele seu curtir e compartilhar. Se inscreve no canal, ativa o sininho para receber as notificações. Coroa Gamer vai ficando por aqui. Câmbio e desligo. Valeu, galera.